So, well, why can't you do it? Well, I don't have enough money. It's a lot of money. And I say, well, yeah, but other people can do it. So if it's money that's stopping you, you need to know how to make more money. We can look at different ways that you can make more money, like some of your natural talents. We can take that and you can make a small amount of money doing certain things. And then we'll look at, I'm about to give you some real knowledge. Hey, stop making these dream crushing mistakes. I'm going to talk to you about 5 dream crushing mistakes that I see everybody making, and these are stopping you from being able to really achieve your goals. So stop making these 5 dream crushing mistakes. Let's get into it. So there's 5 dream crushing mistakes that everyone makes, and the first one is deciding you can't do it before you even try. People do this all the time. I don't understand why they do it. You decide, and it's different if it's something you don't want to do. But if it's something that you want to do, but you decide you can't do it for whatever reason, you're giving up on yourself before you've even tried. And I don't understand why people do it, and they do it all the time. They look at something and they say, well, I can't do that. It's like, yeah, why can't you do that? So I can't do that. I'd love to be able to fly. It's like, what? Fly with your hands? Because nobody can do that. That's impossible. No, I'd love to be able to fly a plane. So, well, why can't you do it? Well, I don't have enough money. It's a lot of money. And I say, well, yeah, but other people can do it. So if it's money that's stopping you, you need to know how to make more money. We can look at different ways that you can make more money, like some of your natural talents. We can take that and you can make a small amount of money doing certain things. And then we'll look at, a medium amount of money that maybe it's going to take a little bit more effort that you can start to build an income stream. And then we'll look at something big that's going to generate a lot of money for you. So you can have these 3 income streams, and if you can get those going by putting some effort, by learning some skills, by applying what you know, applying some of your knowledge, you can start to create enough money to be able to take flying lessons, and then maybe you can become a chartered pilot. But it's not something you're going to be able to do tomorrow. It's not like all of a sudden you're going to start this and in 30 days you're going to be a pilot. So people think that because they can't do it instantly or they can't do it this year, that they can't do it. It's not true. You give up on your dreams before you even try. It's a big dream crushing mistake. And then you look at your neighbor, and your neighbor's doing things that you'd love to be able to do, and your excuse is, I don't have enough money, but you've never tried to make more money than what you're already making. That's a sad excuse, and you're never going to get anywhere by having that attitude. This is a dream crushing mistake. And the second dream crushing mistake is listening to other people's fears. And this is a big one. This is a big one that I see happen all the time. They listen to other people's fears. Somebody tried their own business and it didn't work out. So they say, oh, don't do that, man. It doesn't work out. It's so hard. It's really difficult to make money online, or it's really difficult to do a business like a photography business. It's really hard to do your own photography business. Nobody wants to get photography right now. It's like, that's other people's fears. You haven't tried it for yourself. I know with network marketing, 90% of the network marketing businesses, they're garbage. They don't work out. But there's like 10% that work out. So when someone tells me about network marketing, in the past, I used to have big fears of it. It's like, oh no, that's a scam, that doesn't work out. It's a pyramid scheme, whatever. But once I tried one of those network marketings and it didn't work out, I started to realize that, yeah, some of these are just bad business models. Some of these, there's red flags. And I'll do a video about what to watch for and how to figure out what is the better potential for a network marketing compared to most of them that are scams. There's a lot of red flags. But as I learned how it works, I started to realize that, yeah, you can make some money. You have to have proper expectations. You're not going to become a millionaire like these guys pretend, but you can make some money if you know what you're doing and if you have the right mindset for it. You have the right goals and expectations. Like, I have a friend, and he was big on his network marketing business, and he was telling me about it, and he was all excited, and he started making some money on it. And I was warning him, like, I don't know about this one, man. There's a lot of red flags, a lot of things I would be really concerned about. But he was like, yo, no, this is awesome. I'm really loving it. And then it fell apart. It fell apart. But for him, and this is the thing that I really like about this guy, for him, he didn't blame network marketing. It was that business. That business wasn't good. So he went and he found another network marketing business that he's making money on now, and he's a lot more happy because he learned from the mistakes and the things that went wrong in the first one and what to look for. And so it's all about, instead of having other people's fears, you got to experience some of the stuff yourself and then learn from the experience. Just because it didn't work out, like if you know someone that tried a YouTube channel and it didn't work out, doesn't mean that nobody is ever going to make money on YouTube anymore. Yeah, YouTube has changed and it's a lot harder, but everything is hard. Everything that you do that you haven't done before is going to be hard. So if you accept the fact that things are going to be hard, especially at the beginning, start to focus on, okay, what is it that I can do? How can I make this work? And that's what we teach you in the Mindset for Success training, is how to achieve your goals and how to overcome the hurdles. Like I wrote a book, The Harsh Truths, and it's all about the hurdles in business and how to overcome a lot of those hurdles, especially as being your own entrepreneur, just being a solo entrepreneur. How do you get over some of these hurdles, right? It's very hard to learn how to do, because a lot of people will tell you, oh yeah, do this, do that, but they don't tell you how to actually navigate through some of the issues that you run into. So if you can get away from other people's fears, you're going to start to open up the possibilities for you to do a lot more things than what you're doing right now. Now, the dream crushing mistake number 3 that people make is they don't have a clear vision of what they want to do. And that's what I was talking about before in the journal, is when you're setting up a clear goal, you're getting a clear vision of what you want to do. Because if you don't have a clear vision of what you want to do, it's hard to know when you're successful at doing it. So I see a lot of people that are doing things and they're making some progress, but they feel depressed. They feel like they're not getting anywhere. And I say to them, but look at what you've done from where you were. Like, you've already you've achieved a bunch of stuff. Yeah, but I need to be doing this. I need to get here. So yeah, you will get there eventually, but look at what you've done so far. You need to learn how to celebrate your wins. You're actually accomplishing a lot more things than you think, but you're only focused on what you don't have. You're not focused on what you've already done. It's because you don't have a clear vision, so you don't know what success is going to look like at different levels and different steps. And so we dive deep into this in the Mindset for Success training, going into how to have your clear vision, how to set up your definition of success, like what success actually looks like for you, and then what factors you need to be able to achieve the thing that you're trying to achieve, and what are the steps. So each level we want to be able to celebrate. But you got to know, what is the first level, what's the second, the third, the fourth level, because a lot of people they're only focused on the end level. And the end level is, yeah, sure, that's really awesome, but there's a journey. Now, how do you stay motivated and excited about each step of the journey? Because that's what you need to be able to do to stay focused on your goal. And it all starts with having a clear vision of what you're trying to do. So if you don't have a clear vision of what you're trying to do, you're going to crush your dreams before you ever actually are able to develop them. And here's the big one. This is number 4 for your dream crushing mistakes that people make. And this is a big one that so many people run into, and it's quitting when things get hard. And I'm talking about not quitting when it first gets hard, because everybody kind of sticks through the first little bit. But as you start to develop your plan, if you don't have a clear vision, that's really hard for you to stay focused, because you start to get so many different things coming at you. And then you feel overwhelmed and you quit because you don't know how to keep moving. You don't know how to keep moving because you don't have a proper program. You're not working with a coach. You're not doing anything that's going to help you to navigate through those hard things that are, dream crushing hurdles. There's a lot of dream crushing hurdles in business, and dream crushing hurdles in building up your career, in trying to do something that you haven't done before yourself. Even though you've seen other people do it, you know that it's accomplishable. But for you, it might be hard because there's different factors that you're dealing with. There's different things moving at the speed of life that you're dealing with that maybe other people don't have to deal with. And for you, it's harder. It could be a lot harder. Maybe you don't have as much natural talents in that thing, and you have to learn a lot more skills, and it just takes a lot more effort for you. And so how do you keep pushing yourself forward all by yourself? It's really hard to do, and it's a dream crushing mistake that people make. People quit because it gets too hard. It gets too hard and they don't have the support. So that leads us to dream crushing mistake number 5. So here's number 5. Trying to do it all by yourself. When you're trying to do it all by yourself, it gets so hard. It can just destroy any momentum that you've had, because when you hit some of these hurdles, you don't know what to do. You don't know who to talk to. You don't know where to go. The guy who wrote this book, The Harsh Truth, and it's all about being a solo entrepreneur and the things that you run into when you're being a solo entrepreneur, because it gets very hard. And so you need a network. You need people around you. I also wrote another book called The Lonelypreneur. It's all about building up your network. You need people around you. You need a coach. That's really important to have a coach. Or if you can't find a coach, have an advisor, someone that's going to help you for free. Like I said, free is never going to get you to where you want to be. If you really want to, accelerate and get further, you need to put that investment into someone that's going to coach you and be there every step of the way, not just help you when they have time. But you also need a peer group. Even if you have a coach, you need a peer group. Other people that are doing the same type of thing that you're trying to do. Like when I wanted to learn how to speak on stage, I joined Toastmasters, but then I also went and I went to events and started speaking to people that were speaking on stage, started to network with them, have them in my Facebook group, have them on Instagram, had them so that I could reach out to them and ask them questions and learn from them what they're doing and how they were able to, go from never speaking on stage to be able to speak on stage multiple times a year, which was something that I was able to achieve, but I didn't do it by myself. I did it by, I had a coach, and I also had a network. I had a network of people that were willing to help and willing to advise and willing to show me some of the ropes so that I could get good at speaking on stage. And the reason why I wanted to learn that is because, doing consulting and doing all the different promoting and things that I do, I needed to be able to make videos and be able to talk to people face to face, talk to people in big groups. And those were all things that I was very scared of. I didn't want to make videos. I didn't want to even do public speaking. I hated running meetings. And these are all things that I do now. That's a big chunk of how I make my money, is by getting in front of people, solving people's problems, helping people. And it's all by learning that skill, that thing that I don't know if it was a natural talent I had, but it was a huge fear of doing it. So not doing it, if I had tried to just do it all by myself, I just would have never done it. It was going to be impossible, but I was able to achieve my personal impossibles by finding teams, finding people that would help me, having a coach, doing all that type of stuff. So those are the 5 things, the 5 big dream crushing hurdles that you want to avoid. And if you can avoid those, you're going to really accelerate your success. You're going to achieve a lot more, a lot faster, a lot bigger, a lot easier. So those are the 5 dream crushing mistakes that you want to avoid if you really want to build your toolbox for success and really create that mindset for success. So you can learn more about the Mindset for Success training. I'll put the link in the description below. I'm also going to put the link for some of the books that I mentioned and the journal. Those links will be in the description below. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Also, watch the other videos that I'm doing, because I'm giving you little nuggets on how to use the Mindset for Success to create success in your life. Oh yeah, and leave a comment. Make sure you leave a comment. And also let me know what other things you want to learn about for the Mindset for Success, how to build your toolbox for success. I'm going to be doing a lot of these videos for a little while. So jump on it while you can, while I'm doing them. I'm not going to do them forever, but I'm doing them for right now. So that's it. I'm cutting it off. I'm ending it here. Until next time, you heard. Yeah, that was good, man. I think that worked out pretty good. Hey, you still here? The video's over. You know the video is over. I know what you're doing. You watch the end credits because you want to get that little bonus tip, the little bonus coaching from WT. So let me give you this. You want to have a little bit more money in your pocket. Maybe you want to save up a little bit of money, be able to do something big or treat yourself at the end of the month. This is what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, I want you to brew your own coffee. Don't go to the coffee store. Brew your own coffee. if you have to, go to the grocery store, buy your coffee in bulk, buy some bagels in bulk, and then have your coffee and bagel at home every day. Even if you got to take it to go, make it and take it to go. But keep that extra money in your pocket, because you're paying probably 3 or 4 times more at the store to have that same coffee. You could buy a box of muffins, whatever it is that you like in the morning that you don't have time to make. It might mean you're going to have to get up an extra 15, 20 minutes in the morning so that you have time to make this coffee and make your bagel or warm up your muffin, whatever it is that you're going to do. But what you're also going to do is you're going to save, $3 or $4 a day. $3 or $4 a day. Do the math. You're looking at around 20 bucks, 21 bucks a day, a week. And so if you do that for the next 7 days and you feel like, hey, I could do this for another 7 days, maybe you could stretch it out to a month. Maybe you can save up yourself like 80 bucks. 80 bucks that you can use for something else just by cutting out your morning coffee. I'm not telling you to cut out your expensive lunches. I'm not telling you to cut out going out for dinner 3 or 4 times a week when you should only be doing it once. But what I'm telling you is just that little thing of that morning coffee and that morning muffin or that morning bagel that you're spending at the coffee store. Cut that out. Cut that out and see how much money you're going to build up in your pocket. It's a technique that I teach in the Mindset for Success training program. I've wrote books about it. It really works, and it makes a big difference. It accumulates pretty quickly, and it's so easy to do that you don't miss it after a while. You're even going to save a little money on gas, because I know a lot of y'all go to the drive-thru and you sit there with your car running in the drive-thru and wondering why you're burning so much gas every week. And with gas prices higher than normal, you're spending more on gas, plus you're spending this money on coffee and a donut or coffee and a bagel or coffee and a muffin that you don't really need, where you can just brew it at home for a quarter of the price that you're paying for the store to do it for you. So you're going to save on your gas, you're going to save on the money that costs you to buy the stuff. The only thing, the investment you have to do is you got to invest the time to go and make the coffee yourself. You have to invest a little bit of time, and you're going to spend a little bit of money going to the store and buying enough coffee and enough bagels or muffins or whatever for the whole week. That's it. That's your investment. So if you can do that, you're going to find that you're going to save a lot of money in the long run. And you might not even have to do it every day, but if you can cut that out, say 3 or 4 times a week for the next month, you're going to see that it's going to stack up pretty quickly. So try that. It really works. And now this is the very end of the video. I'm cutting it off here. I'm not giving you any more bonuses for this video. This is it. Until next time, you heard.